We desire to go to Jerusalem because in the scriptures 3 times in the year you are supposed to be able to go on a pilgrimage to Jerusalem to pay your respects unto God. Why do they not want us to go to Jerusalem to take off? Our fathers in former times went in multitudes unto Jerusalem. Who is it that desires that we not go to Jerusalem to pay our respects unto the omnipotent God?
Spiritually oppressing on my people like Malachi 3:8, pass the plate, let's teach. Read the whole chapter, you pastors is like Hosea 4:6, don't forget not teach. Ezekiel 8:14, they weak for who? Who's that? The cross is a lower T for that deity. Do your research. Jeremiah 23:27. Forgot his name for Lord, sharpen my sword for the kneel to the floor, say no more, repent. Y'all gotta repent. Luke 1:5, the course was Abijah. 1 Chron 24 verse 10. Ha! Now I know the birth of the Messiah. Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 1 though. Mentally enslaving all my people like fair. Stealing from Yahuwah, oppressing my people fair. Walk up in the church, tell the pastor like fair. Let him go. Mentally enslaving all my people like fair. Stealing from Yahuwah, oppressing my people fair. Walk up in the church, tell the pastor like Pharaoh. Let's go. Leviticus 11, still people eating swine. Isaiah 65 verse 4, no swine. Isaiah 66 verse 3, no swine. Okay. Oh, you gonna need the New Testament, right? Matthew 5:17 through 19, listen. 2 John verse 6, this love I listen. Romans 2:13, now what? Who said? I said that. Read Exodus so we can exit this. Sage our Borgier, chillin', drippin' spiritual. Oppressing my people, wondering 40 years. Yahuwah is my savior and king, now listen. Yahusha means the father is salvation. John 3:18, you see why believe. Mentally enslaving all my people like fair. What? Stealing from Yahuwah, oppressing my people fair. Can't walk up in the church, tell the pastor like fair. Straight up. Mentally enslaving all my people like fair. What? Stealing from Yahuwah, oppressing my people fair. Walk up in the church, tell the pastor like Pharaoh. Let's go. You gotta have faith, but according to the Romans 9:1-5, why you lie? My flesh is of Yasharel, you better tell. ASAP, man. Psalms 83, crafty counsel I see. Got us working on Shabbat, on Sunday preaching. Psalms 91, in him I trust Yahuwah. Yeah. Okay. Deuteronomy 28, it all relates. Atlantic slave trade back in Egypt now. 2 Kings 17, 5-19. Continue to read though. Romans 11, don't boast up, listen. As we return, this fire burns in me. Baruch atah Yahuwah Avinu, translate that. Hebrew, I mean.
But if the trumpet does blow, we are concerned and we are troubled. But let all the inhabitants of the world know we're not afraid. Stay in your places. Do not leave the village of peace.
Testing, yeah, right there. Testing, shalom.
Shalom, Zion. All praise to the Most High for another Shabbat.
We in the building, y'all. We are in the building. God damn it.
Grateful for the Sabbath day to be. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my bad.
Wrist trembling, huh?
We grateful to the Most High for this set apart day because we sure be needing it.
Yes,
Plus,
sir.
so much done went down. We so excited to see the prophecy.
Man, so much, man. I couldn't wait to get on this goddamn live today.
We've been preparing since yesterday.
Yeah, I had everything. I had my videos downloaded yesterday and everything. Like, I can't wait to see the family or whatnot. Shalom, Linzel. Shalom, Brother Uriah. Appreciate y'all being up in here. Brother Uriah said, I'm sure y'all heard about the brother in Mississippi.
We hadn't, so I just looked it up, and
what
apparently, Jake went on a shooting spree and killed 6 people. Definitely want to wait for more information to come out on this. Thank you. Who was that?
That's
Orion?
Brother Orion. Yeah, we got to look more to that.
Yeah, thanks to you, we just now finding out about it. We've been looking more so at the prophecy.
So much stuff been happening. You know what I'm saying?
Across the water. So
y'all,
we appreciate you.
Yeah, y'all already know. You know, there's a lot of things that's been happening. Shit, where do we start?
The pride, the arrogancy of this.
Yeah. Let's get some scripture going on right quick. That one scripture where it talk about the grapes, is that in Obadiah? These damn Edomites. What is it, Obadiah and what? Hold on, y'all. Bear with us. Because these damn Edomites, man, they something else. They don't want to leave nothing. And they back against the wall. You know what I'm saying?
Jeremiah. Oh wait.
They back against the wall, so
I'm seeing 2. Obadiah 1 and 5.
Obadiah 1 and 5.
Oh, I thought you said and Jeremiah 49 and 9. So.
Hold on, let me see. Obadiah 1 and 5, right? Yep, Jeremiah 49 and 9, you said, right? All right, this is Obadiah. Verse 5. 1 and 5. And it reads, if thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they have enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? And we know Esau ain't leaving a goddamn thing. He don't want us to have nothing, crumbs, nothing. He don't care. You know what I'm saying? But I want to go to that precept, Jeremiah 49 and 9. 49 and 9. Jeremiah 49 and 9. And it reads, if grape gatherers come to thee, would they not leave some gleaning grapes? If thieves by night, they will destroy till they had enough, till they have enough. Man, Trump
and his administration
got in front of the world like, we want Greenland. Y'all gonna get down and y'all gonna lay down. Y'all gonna we can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way. You know what I'm saying? And what do that sound like, man? I don't know about y'all, but I used to watch a lot of gangster movies and whatnot. You know, a lot of mobster movies and shit. The Godfather. What is that? The one with Lucky Luciano.
Yeah,
Lucky Luciano. I forgot what movie that was. It was a movie. It was a big time movie that
Goodfellas?
No, it wasn't the Goodfellas. It was something else because they had Lucky Luciano, they had Buzzy Seagulls, they had who else? It was 4 guys. It was two.
Bugsy.
Bugsy. That's what it is. Bugsy. I think it's Bugsy. But they had 2 Italians and it was 2 Jews who ran the whole goddamn mob thing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Halfway ran the world. Yeah.
I never seen it before.
Oh, this is. I mean, you see this movie, you would be like, damn. You know, I see where. You know what I'm saying? These Neanderthals get
They put it. They true for what they really do in this movie.
Exactly right. I always tell our people that this is not our culture that we have or whatnot. Our culture is the Bible. Mm-hmm. We went away from that. Mm-hmm. If we not following the Bible, if we not following our real culture, who culture is we following?
That of the oppressor.
Exactly right. That's where you get all these gangs from. That come from us watching these goddamn gangster movies and all that bullshit.
I used to wonder why young black guys from the hood was infatuated with Scarface.
I was infatuated, yes, right, Scarface.
Because I didn't see that till I was
right. It was way before.
So I'm like,
it was way before Scarface though. That's where you have the what is it?
Bugsy, the movie.
Bugsy, yeah, and the Godfather.
Mobsters,
yeah. No, it was Mobster. That's what it was. I think it was Mobster.
The Valici Papers.
It was Mobsters, not Bugsy, but Mobster. That's the movie name.
Okay, this the one we need to watch.
Yeah.
Or I need to watch.
Yeah, that's the one you need to watch. Yeah, cause talking about Lucky Luciano, Bugsy Siegels, some other guys or whatever. I forget the other guy's name. Oh no, I got to put this up. My brother Arise just said what he just said. He said I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
Basically, that's what Trump said in that press conference about Greenland.
Right, but this is mobster talk though. I'm going to make you an offer that you can't refuse.
Well, they are mobsters,
you know what I'm saying?
Because we got the footage. We've been watching about how they've been playing the international market when it comes to that oil and that petrodollar. Exactly what you put is basically what we found out America been doing for all these years.
Right, exactly.
The only way you can sell your resources on your land is with our dollar.
Exactly, right. And if you're not doing it with our dollar, then we coming to get you. They coming to get you.
Make you offer you can't refuse.
And it's they've been bringing out, you know, as far as the Venezuela going away and having dealing with China and all them secretly.
Outside of
the dollar, right. And if you don't buy with that dollar, if America don't get their cut, mobsters, then that's your ass. Either you gonna lay down or you gonna get down.
That remind me from The Godfather. I did see The Godfather, and I remember when they wanted the godson, whatever, wanted that acting job, and he said he made that man an offer he couldn't refuse and cut the horse head off and put it in the bed with the man.
Right. I mean, there's just a lot going on. They protesting about the lady getting shot or whatnot. Mm-hmm.
In Minneapolis.
How many times have we seen that happen to our brothers like that? You know what I'm saying? And sometimes they don't even got to drive off. Or, you know, they can just be in the car with their hands up or hands on the steering wheel. Or the police been and told them, look, get your ID and all that stuff. And they look, man, I got a gun. I got a gun on me. All right, get your ID. As soon as he go try to get his ID, you know what I'm saying? Oh, he shooting some shit up. He's shooting a whole goddamn car up. You know, we done seen it plenty of times, you know, where our people ain't have to drive off, where the police fear for their life and shit. Because that's their number one go-to. I fear for my life. They taught this. They are prepped for this. To be like,
that's all you gotta say.
That's all I gotta say. I fear for my life.
Don't worry, we'll take care of you, Bob.
We'll take care of you. Just stick with that story though. Just that's what you said, right? Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, you going with the plan. You know the protocol or whatever.
And then Esau got the nerve to be pointing fingers at the Somalians.
Right.
And y'all know the big scandal going on in Minnesota with the Somalians and the scamming with that daycare, but the head of it is the Edomite woman.
Right, but somebody said something today, you know, like, why they even over here? Why the Somalians over there? Because y'all bombed their goddamn country.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Where else they gonna go?
Mm-hmm. They came here seeking asylum.
Right.
Like all the other immigrants.
All the other immigrants that they didn't bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Afghanistan, Iraq. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? All them people over here.
You can't tell us about immigrants because we live right outside a big immigrant territory. Dearborn, Michigan.
Right, yeah,
baby,
yeah.
Everything in that little whatever mile radius is all of them.
Right. Shalom, brother Huey. We see you up in the building. Shalom, my brother.
Shalom, brother.
Glad to see you here. But
the pride of thy heart has deceived thee.
Exactly.
This man ain't even, Most High got a spirit on him to not even be playing in sugarcoat. He just saying whatever.
But, you know, we not going to take no credit over here at the old family. You know what I'm saying? Because we've been talking about this years ago. And people was looking at us like, man, here go these crazy couple. Here go these crazy people or whatever and shit. But what's happening, though?
Everything the Most High said was going to happen.
Right. America falling apart. America's divided. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And then, oh my goodness, that's what I'm saying. There's just so much going on. The situation with Greenland. and what Trump talking about, he's saying he gonna take it. You know what I'm saying? Just like he said, what he said he was gonna do in Venezuela. He said he going up in there, right? Now he's saying he want Greenland. So we got to take that, you know what I'm saying, as face value.
But from what I'm hearing, they part of Denmark, who is part of NATO.
Right.
Am I saying that right?
Exactly, yes. The 10 horns, part of the 10 horns.
And he can't go against his own, because America part of them.
Exactly.
So if they not on one accord
NATO
to give you the green light to go up in there, and you go up in there on your own, now we see that scripture that I love, everybody gonna hate the whore.
Let's get it.
Gonna go against
what is that,
her.
Revelation, what is it, 17? Revelation
I'm not
17?
sure. I'm actually looking up Trump approval rating. I don't know why. I'm curious in this moment. I'm just wondering what Trump's approval rating is as of today. And his approval rating is 43%. It should be lower, shouldn't it?
But it's going to get lower. It's going to get lower. But Revelation 17 and 16. And the 10 horns, which is the EU, France, all them over there, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast. The beast is America, right? Mm-hmm. These shall hate the whore, America, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire. Nuclear weapons? Can anybody say nuclear weapons?
Nuclear weapons?
Huh?
They said, I just seen an article where they was talking about they ain't used nuclear, but they used some type of secret weapons or something when they went up in Venezuela.
I got to drop a bomb on this one. I got to drop a bomb. That's what's coming right there. I mean, it's, you know, and again, I don't care what people think of me. You know what I'm saying? This nigga don't know nothing. What do he know? You know what I'm saying? But I've been studying. I've been keeping the commandments. You know what I'm saying? So the Most High, he give me the knowledge and the wisdom, you know, for me to understand what's going on in the scriptures.
Mm-hmm. And in the earth.
And in the earth. Exactly. Right. Mm-hmm. But
and not just you, all of our
people. I can't just say me or whatever, because this is all unfolding in front of all of our eyes who've, you know, some of our brothers been out there before us. You know what I'm saying? That's been, you know, teaching the same thing. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to believe that America's going to be destroyed. I'm not going to do it. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's prophesied who's going to do it. And we see those players that's been prophesied to do it today. Iran, China, Russia. That's all we hear now, right? North Korea. Them carpenters. if y'all don't know, you know, them 4 carpenters.
I ain't heard that in a minute.
Right, that's what I'm saying. But I want to get to some videos.
Let's get to some videos.
Let's
hear this crazy Mike say it out his own mouth.
Let's hear it, yeah. It's crazy, man.
It's entertaining.
Right, it is.
Very.
So we gonna go on and get to this video, and we be right back.
I also have a message tonight for the incredible people of Greenland. We strongly support your right to determine your own future. And if you choose, we welcome you into the United States of America. We need Greenland for national security and even international security, and we're working with everybody involved to try and get it. But we need it really for international world security, and I think we're going to get it. One way or the other, we're going to get it. We will keep you safe. We will make you rich, and together we will take Greenland to heights like you have never thought possible before. It's a very small population, but very, very large piece of land and very, very important for military security.
This ain't the one. Oh, I got a couple of them.
It's where he's sitting down.
He's sitting down.
It's where he's sitting down where he say.
Okay, I got it. I got it right here. I got it. We gonna watch another video, y'all.
Just hope the protesters in Iran are going to be safe, because it's a very dangerous place right now. And again, I tell
this different. This I don't think I have. No, I do got that. I got it.
You sure? Because I can get it pulled up. But it's where he's talking about. It's like it should be maybe like 2 to 3 minutes where he say that he gonna shoot Iran and that they gonna do it the easy way or the hard way.
Right, but that's. Is it this one? I think this is it right here. Maybe this is it. Y'all forgive me.
To make a deal, the easy way, but if we don't do it the easy way, we're going to do it the hard way.
Greenland is now on high alert. No clearance, no delay. Shoot first, ask questions later.
If things aren't bad enough on home soil, well, the message from Denmark could not be clearer. Attempting to invade Greenland will be met with a, quote, shoot first, ask questions later response. Yeah, this is where we are in 2026. The United States and one of its oldest allies, the country that fought beside the US in 2 world wars, are now issuing a warning that would have once been unthinkable.
I'm a big fan, but the fact that they had a boat land there 500 years ago doesn't mean that they own the land. I'm sure we had lots of boats go there also, but we need that.
There is no more important alliance than the NATO alliance. And Denmark has punched above its weight. It came to Afghanistan, lost 43 soldiers on the ground, fought in some of the most contested regions, honoring their Article 5 commitment to the United States.
I think they lost more soldiers than any other country per capita.
Per capita, they did. And Jake, they were in among the NATO allies at the time. It was 30 nations. They were among the top 6.
Earlier this week, the Danish Defense Ministry confirmed that their military's rules of engagement, a directive from back in 1952, extend to any attempt to seize Greenland. Those rules require Danish troops to respond by force without waiting for orders if the territory is to be invaded. The Danish Defense Ministry have been forced to respond to questions on this matter, reiterating its long-standing defense doctrine because of the unprecedented spike in tensions between Copenhagen and Washington as a result of Donald Trump's rhetoric, of course.
Copenhagen has confirmed that a Cold War-era military rule remains active, but refuses to rule out use of military force to guard territory. According to Danish newspaper Berlingske, the Defense Ministry confirmed that a 1952 rule of engagement requires soldiers to immediately counterattack invading forces without awaiting orders, even if war has not been formally declared.
If the United States decides to attack another NATO country militarily, then everything would stop. That includes NATO, and therefore the security that has existed since the end of the Second World War.
I mean, it's gotten so grim that even those hugging the touchlines of the right wing in government are coming out against Trump's approach here.
So to have the prime minister suggest that they have to be prepared for some sort of action by the United States suggests to me that Mr. Miller does not know anything about the alliance, the importance of it. And, you know, generals, I was on Senate Armed Services for 8 years, and generals would always say the same thing. The only thing worse than going to war with allies is going to war without allies. This alliance is critically important. Shaking that alliance sends a signal to Putin that he's winning, and Stephen Miller doesn't represent the U.S. government. He represents the Article 2 branch, and I, as a member of the U.S. Senate, get to weigh into this issue, and I know, whether they say it out loud or not, most of my colleagues agree with me.
The president has on multiple occasions, dating back years actually, suggested that the US ought to control Greenland. But what started as talk of, purchasing the island has morphed into more comments suggesting that military options cannot be ruled out if diplomacy fails. And so as a result of this, Danish leaders have repeatedly summoned the US ambassador and condemned the idea of Greenland being for sale. They have insisted that the island's future must be decided by its own people and Denmark, all of whom seem to be pretty unified on the idea of, hell no, we don't want MAGA there.
I would like to take this opportunity to send a message directly to the United States of America. The US is a big country and Denmark is a small one. We have looked up to you and you have inspired us. Because since the Second World War, you have defended the free world, created prosperity and progress, peace and freedom. And we have tried to give back to you by always supporting you and by showing up every time you called. In us, you have a friend that has always kept our word, a friend you have always been able to rely on. There is nothing I want more than for our friendship to continue. Because if we let ourselves be divided as allies, then we do our foes a favor. And I will do everything that I can to prevent that from happening. Therefore, when you ask our businesses to invest in the US, they do. When you ask us to spend more on defense, we do. And when you ask of us to strengthen security in the Arctic, we are on the same page. But when you demand to take over a part of the kingdoms of Denmark territory.
And Europe's allies, from France to Germany to the UK, they've all publicly reaffirmed their support for Denmark's territorial integrity and sovereignty. Not to mention the fact that they were already on high alert, which was then justified after Trump's move to invade Venezuela and capture a leader of a sovereign nation.
Greenland is part of the Kingdom of Denmark. Our close European partners, our long-standing NATO allies, and all our countries work closely together on security issues and will always do so. The future of Greenland is a matter for the Greenlanders and Danes and no one else. I commend this statement to the House.
The future of Greenland is for Greenland and the Kingdom of Denmark. And it's for Greenland and the Kingdom of Denmark only. Denmark is a close ally of the United Kingdom in Europe and a close ally in NATO. And so it's very important we stand by our ally and very clear about the future of Greenland.
And that's your message to Donald Trump as well when you speak to him next?
It's my consistent message in relation to Greenland. And so that's not a new position. It is the future for Greenland is for Greenland and the Kingdom of Denmark. They are a European ally, they're a NATO ally, and we stand with Denmark.
Move that, didn't go down well here, despite what Trump would have you believe. It sparked bipartisan concern to the point that several Republicans sided with Democrats to bring a vote to the floor on the War Powers resolution. And of course, to be expected, this royally pissed Trump off.
The yeas are 52. The nays are 47. The motion is agreed to.
You have to see how some people might be feeling a little bit of whiplash here, given that Trump spent 10 years railing against U.S.-led regime change war. His own director of intelligence, as recently as 2 months ago, was railing against regime change war, and then he does one.
This is where we are right now. Instead of the United States reassuring its oldest allies that it respects their sovereignty and values the NATO alliance, the Trump administration's aggressive posture towards Greenland, whether through tough talk of acquisition, hints of force, or strategies to undermine Danish authority on the matter, they've all pushed those very allies to just articulate how they would defend their own territory if Trump was to go forth with this plan. And they've even gone as far as to declare that the United States is a national security threat to them.
Now, Rasmus Jarlov is a conservative member of Denmark's parliament and chair of its defense committee. Thanks so much for joining.
Hello, Jim. Thank you.
So first, I'd like your reaction to seeing Denmark, a NATO treaty ally, looking across the Atlantic at the U.S. and seeing a potential threat. Tell me how the two countries got here.
We've had great relations with the United States for centuries, and we have appreciated the relations we had since the Americans helped liberate Europe and our country in the Second World War. And we've been very loyal allies to each other for the past 80 years. We've participated in all the major U.S.-led wars in Korea, in the Gulf, and many other places in Afghanistan, Iraq, and so on. So it's not great that now we're receiving threats regarding Greenland, which is the main concern from a Danish point of view.
A bipartisan group of former senior U.S. officials, including former NATO ambassadors, officially warned the White House, threatening to use military force to seize Greenland would severely destabilize NATO as a whole and undermine U.S. relations with Europe. Meanwhile, the Danish Prime Minister has bluntly said that an invasion of Greenland would effectively end NATO as we know it.
Denmark recalls the foundational principle of international law that forbids states from threatening or using force against another state's territorial integrity and political independence. This imperative is enshrined in Article 2, Paragraph 4 of the UN Charter. Members of the UN Security Council have a special responsibility to uphold these principles. The principles of sovereignty, political independence, and territorial integrity must be respected. The inviolability of borders is not up for negotiation. These are universal, sacrosanct principles enshrined in international law. They apply everywhere.
Despite all this, Donald Trump seems willing to put those warnings to the test.
Love this video? Support independent media and unlock exclusive content, ad-free videos, and custom emojis by becoming...
All right. Oh, man. It's so much stuff that they revealed in that video. But one thing that me and my wife, we was talking about while the video was playing was that these people in Greenland seem like they don't want no problems. They don't.
No, that press conference, she was talking about how they looked up to America.
Right.
I'm like, what?
Exactly. So we know that America, Trump, is the aggressor.
Yeah.
Right? And, you know, we got to give all credit to the Most High. We got to give him all the glory, right? Because this scripture I want to bring out, Proverbs 21:1. It says, the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, as the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will. So he turned the king's heart to whatever his will is, right? Mm-hmm. And his will right now is to go after these other nations.
Nation against nation.
Nation against nation, right.
Their brotherly alliance is being severed.
Right.
A lot of the brothers, meaning the European nations, do not want this because they know
they don't want
once it gets so far, there's no coming back. Some of them understand prophecy. I don't think Trump understand or believe prophecy.
Hey, well, the Most High got him like the one king, king of Babylon or whatever. Where he had, where he had him out in the wilderness or whatever. You know, right? He lost his damn mind.
Mm-hmm.
But brother Lenzel said Greenland has 31 billion because he just wrote something else. He said, my bad, 31 billion. So Greenland has 31 billion barrels of oil that he forgot to mention.
So it's Venezuela again, basically the oil and maybe geographical positioning,
right?
When it comes to military bases, you know, I don't put nothing past these Edomites, and I know they are big consumers. They destroy, so they probably ate up or consumed everything over here. So they want to tap into other people's reserves, but them people, that press conference, them people seem sad, like they didn't want no problems. You know, I'm learning about Greenland. I don't know much of anything about them. And they just some isolated island protected by Denmark, look like. But it's just interesting just to see their house divided.
Right.
How it can't stand. It's fascinating. I'm personally loving it. You know, I know some people are so sorrowful and they want to pray it away. But me personally, I can't get enough of it. I'm enjoying seeing this. And all praise to the Most High for executing his will and judgment in the earth. This is something that our ancestors, the prophets, wrote about. They wish that they could be living in these times to see the downfall of our enemies. So I'm enjoying it. But I definitely don't think these European nations are really about this. They don't want to do this because they know what it's going to lead to and that there's no coming back. But it seems like whoever controlling Trump just got a bullseye. Like, that, you know, that spirit, the Most High allowed that spirit to be on them to bring his judgment here. So here we are.
Exactly, yeah.
In these last days, y'all.
Hey, thy kingdom come, thy will be done.
On earth as it is in heaven.
This is the Most High's will. Mm-hmm. You know, it's you know, going back to what you said as far as somebody praying it away. Pray for America.
Pray for the leadership, the government.
It don't tell you to pray for America in the Bible.
Let's pray and intercede for Donald J. Trump. That's how Christians be talking.
Right.
We're gonna go to the throne. That's what they be saying.
I know, but they don't know what they praying for. You can pray all day about America.
Their
you know, you got your little nice house and, you know, nice doggies and, you know, all that stuff, your nice car and all that stuff. That's all y'all thinking about. Y'all not thinking about being ruled over by some goddamn devils. Like, why would you want to stay in that position?
Because of the stuff.
Right, exactly.
At least when we was in Egypt, we had the leeks and the onions and the grapes. We want to go back to Egypt. We out here free in the desert, Moses. But we ain't got no food, no water. We'd rather go back to bondage than to trust the Most High.
Yep, exactly.
We love the way of the oppressors. This remind me of our people fresh out of Egypt. The mindset a lot of people have is no matter how terrible America is, no matter how many of our sons that they have killed, no matter how many of our daughters have they violated, how they poison the food, the water, the air, no matter how much they make laws so you can't live in certain neighborhoods, how they'll lock you up for trying to send your kids to the better schools if you don't live in that neighborhood, how they manipulate the history books. Forget all of that.
Right.
I want to work second shift and pay my car note. I don't want to go to them African countries, them shithole countries.
Right, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Exactly. Okay, I'm trying to get this video.
You go ahead and get it fired up.
Okay, I got it now. Okay.
This is the one I've been playing on repeat. I love it.
Right, so we're going to listen to this, y'all. We'll be right back.
How much money are you thinking of giving people in Greenland to get them on board with a possible U.S.
I'm not talking about money for Greenland yet. I might talk about that. But right now, we are going to do something on Greenland, whether they like it or not, because if we don't do it, Russia or China will take over Greenland, and we're not going to have Russia or China as a neighbor. Okay? I would like to make a deal, the easy way, but if we don't do it the easy way, we're going to do it the hard way. And by the way, I'm a fan of Denmark too. I have to tell you, and they've been very nice to me. I'm a big fan, but the fact that they had a boat land there 500 years ago doesn't mean that they own the land. I'm sure we had lots of boats go there also, but we need that because if you take a look outside of Greenland right now, there are Russian destroyers, there are Chinese destroyers and bigger, there are Russian submarines all over the place. We're not going to have Russia or China occupy Greenland, and that's what they're going to do if we don't. So we're going to be doing something with Greenland, either the nice way or the more difficult way. Please, go ahead, ma'am.
Mr. President, why is it so important to you to own it when you have a military presence there, which you could expand to affect the security?
Because when we own it, we defend it. You don't defend leases the same way. You have to own it. And, with a nation, look at what happened with Obama, with that horrible deal they made with Iran. It was a short-term deal. It was like a 9-year deal. Countries can't make 9-year deals or even 100-year deals. Countries have to have ownership. And you defend ownership, you don't defend leases. And we'll have to defend Greenland. If we don't do it, China or Russia will. It's not going to happen. We are not going to have, and I like China, I like Russia, I love the people of China, I love the people of Russia. I get along very well with President Putin, but I'm very disappointed in him. I get along very well with President Xi. I'm going to go over to China in April, but I don't want them as a neighbor in Greenland. Not going to happen. And by the way, and NATO's got to understand that. I'm all for NATO. I saved NATO. If it weren't for me, you wouldn't have a NATO right now. But we're not going to allow Russia or China to occupy Greenland, and that's what's going to happen if we don't.
Okay. I'm jumping the gun. I'm antsy.
Yeah, we still on Greenland. Yeah, but Trump just said something, man. We was just talking about as far as he said that you don't, 500 years ago you don't land on the.
He said just because you had a boat dock on this land
500 years ago
don't mean you own it.
Don't mean you own it.
So that's applicable to America. Just because Christopher Columbus got lost and his boat landed here, how all of a sudden y'all own America?
Exactly.
Or that only apply to Denmark? Things just make you go,
Exactly right. But man, he had a lot to say in this video.
Mm-hmm. But hold on. First start off with what he said.
We need that.
I need that. Denmark.
Put the money in the bag.
Your island, I need that. And I'm gonna give y'all the opportunity because you know how Trump is. I'm such a nice guy. I'm gonna give you an opportunity to do it the easy way. But
I just thought about something too, man. One of these days, I'm gonna have my son Lawson do the Trump impression.
He got a real good Trump impression.
Yeah, man. Dude, man. But my 11-year-old son, y'all know him. But man, the nerve of these people, man, and the nerve of our people, that still can't see this shit. Y'all can't see what's going on.
No, they get ready for Valentine's Day.
They getting ready. Right, exactly.
They mad chocolate hearts.
Not to mention, Trump, he said something about this is the last Christmas. It ain't gonna be no more Christmas. This is gonna be the last president.
Yeah.
All that stuff, you know what I'm saying? Again and again and again. It's 2026. When did America establish their freedom or whatever, or their dominance? 1776. How many years is that? 250 years. Oh, I can do
better get my calculator.
It's 250 years. You know what I'm saying? that's how long these dynasties last. They don't go over 250 years. You know what I'm saying? So as far as how things are ramping up, it's like, wow. You know what I'm saying?
Because the old way of life that most of us know it, if you 60 and under, that way of life it's already done, but it's
done.
a slow roll for some people. So it's
Exactly.
coming to an end with 2019, 2020 being the catalyst
Exactly.
for that big shift. But the way things were will no longer be. It's over.
Right, exactly.
For heathen nation dominance and rulership in the earth.
Okay, let's get these comments on here.
Let's get it.
Let's see. Brother Huey got something to say. Let's see what Brother Huey got something to say. Let's see what he got to say. All right, Brother Huey said, this man has never heard of the word subtle.
Not at all. He's so prideful. He's just saying any and everything.
As much as he lies about everything. Right. Right, man.
Did y'all see where the other day they had a press conference and somebody slipped him a note and he read the note out loud that was meant to be, private?
Right.
So yeah, ain't nothing subtle about him.
We're going into Greenland, Cuba, Mexico, and Colombia.
I saw that.
And whoever in Colombia, they was like, come get me.
Oh,
they
yeah.
Come get me. And I don't blame them, you know what I'm saying? Because you know how I be talking about barricades and shit up. When somebody come for me or what, y'all gonna work.
Maduro.
y'all gonna work to get up in here and shit. But it's just, it's crazy how these people think. Well, I really want to talk about our people. It's crazy how our people think. You know what I'm saying? Because they not paying attention to what's going on worldwide.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Because they think it's not going to affect us.
Plus,
It'll never come over
they
here.
got all the distractions.
Right. They got all the distractions. They can still go to the grocery store and get their groceries. They can go to the furniture store, all that stuff. Wherever they need to get what they want. They can still order on Amazon, get stuff delivered and shit like that. But it's a whole lot of things that's going on in this world that we need to be mindful of. You know what I'm saying? And we try to get our people to turn back to the Most High. Don't turn to us. You know what I'm saying? Because all we doing over here is telling y'all to keep the laws, statutes, and the commandments. Turn back to the Most High.
And pay attention
to what's going on. Right, exactly. Love your brother like you love yourself. And we all know who our brother is. The people of our nation. The people of our race. So, we trying to, and this is the Most High will. What we doing is the Most High's will. We don't have no kind of control over this shit. You know what I'm saying? The Most High, he putting spirits in different people to, bring his information out and also bring the information out on these wicked ass people that our people don't want to hear about. Oh, y'all, here you go, talking about the white man. Well, here you go. But, hey, look, I'm going to tell y'all, it's getting real serious around here, and we need to be paying attention and keeping these commandments. Because you can, be a Christian and be like, well, the God, he gonna rapture me up out of here, and I'm not gonna have to see none of this turmoil that's gonna be going on the earth. But the Bible says otherwise.
What about all of the Christians in the other parts of the world that's seeing turmoil?
Exactly right.
That's getting bombs dropped on them.
Yeah.
But let me guess. This only applies to America. Our people so small-minded.
Exactly, small-minded. Exactly.
You think every prophecy is centered around you because you live in America, because the pride of these people, you think that you have that same level. We don't have that same level of entitlement that they have.
Right, but the thing about it is that these Christians can't even find America in the Bible.
Well, certain understandings can only be had by being repentant and keeping the commandments.
Exactly, right. Exactly.
Some things you
Exactly.
just not going to understand.
You're not going to understand.
If
Exactly.
if you're not following God's
If you're
laws.
not following God, if you're not following the Most High's laws, then you might as well be, you know, have shit for brains. You're not, as far as dealing with the Bible. It's not gonna work. Let's get something else though. Okay, we wanted to talk about Iran, right? Let's talk about Iran right quick. Let's see what they got to say about Iran. And we'll be right back.
Just hope the protesters in Iran are going to be safe, because it's a very dangerous place right now. And again, I tell the Iranian leaders, you better not start shooting, because we'll start shooting too.
And you can see, you know, they've been having this thing about Iran for so long.
They've been obsessed with them.
Because they know the prophecies. Benjamin Netanyahu,
Yeah.
Benjamin Netanyahu, not a Jew over there, he know the prophecies.
Yeah.
He know who gonna take these Babylon and Assyria out. He know who gonna do this. It's prophesied.
So we getting closer, because for a long time they wasn't really publicly saying nothing about Iran.
Nope.
But now they saying more and more, and Trump just made an open threat. And we know, according to the Bible, that the Iranians, modern day Iranians, in the Bible they call the Persian Medes, they're the ones who are prophesied to destroy Babylon, aka America. So
Exactly.
that's why we keep so much, keep an eye out on what's happening with that particular country, because they're the ones the scripture say is going to make the men over here afraid.
Afraid, exactly. And as far as them, you know, Trump, Iran, the protesters in Iran, and Iran is going, you know, doing this to the protester or whatever. We didn't see this 1,000 times of him saying that these other countries, they got dictators and they doing this to they people and all that stuff, you know, and then they controlling the media.
Yes.
They controlling the media to show to us, like, okay, here go America. Good old America, here to save the day. You know what I'm saying? But it's other alternatives as far as what America got in place to why they over there bombing, or why they want to bomb Iran or whatnot. It's not just because of their citizens and all that shit. They show us this stuff, which I'm going to show you this video. They show us this stuff to get our hearts and our minds to be like, oh, that's cruel.
Yeah,
they doing to people like this.
They need, you got to have a bad guy.
Right,
And
the
you got to
boogeyman.
have a hero.
Right,
America
exactly.
role is always funny. They always the hero.
They're the hero.
And the leader of whatever other country they tell you becomes the
It's
bad
the villain.
guy.
Yep,
But
exactly.
without you even thinking or doing no research. If you get on Channel 7 or CNN and they tell you this leader is bad, you believe it.
You believe it, yeah. I know, because when I wasn't in the truth, and I ain't know nothing about this, I believed America. Like, oh no, y'all better not mess with America. Y'all better not mess with us.
Meanwhile, they showing you some clips from 10 years ago.
Hell yeah.
A whole nother country that ain't even that country.
A whole nother
they
country,
just showing
right.
you some AI generated
Exactly,
crap.
exactly.
And people believe in it. Oh, they
believe
did
it.
this and they did that. If they so worried about Iran shooting their own protesters, why y'all wasn't worried about all the stuff y'all did to the protesters here? And
Exactly.
I can go back to civil rights protesters. I can go to all the 2019 protests, or I can go to the protest the other day in Minnesota where we watched them spraying people in the face with, what was that you said it was?
That was pepper spray.
It was orange. And
Yeah.
and then I read something talking about how you supposed to have a certain range to spray that. They was spraying
Man,
people
it was like this. right
close range right in
Right.
the face. Edomites,
Right.
of course, because you know they out there protesting.
Right.
But if they care so much about protesting, charity start at home, right? Wouldn't you want to start with protesters going on in your own country before you worry about protests? I'm just bringing this out to say that's a lie, like you said. It ain't about no protest, just like with Venezuela. It's not about no drugs with Maduro.
Nah, hell no.
Y'all know white folks love drugs.
And they bringing that out, you know what I'm saying, as far as the lies that they telling. We got to realize who we dealing with. We dealing with the devil. And when I mean, if don't nobody know what devil mean when we bring it out of our mouth, it just means deceiver. And you can't tell me that these people ain't been deceiving us since the day that we came here, or the ones that was already here.
The devil deceived the whole world.
Exactly, right.
Now, that's what the Bible says.
Right, and he not doing, he did this hundreds of years ago,
and
where he deceived the world.
We ain't talking about no snake.
Right, exactly.
We ain't talking about no little serpent underground with a pitchfork.
No, hell no.
We talking about the devil, his spirit, and then his seed, his lineage, that corrupt bloodline from Cain, and then when the corruption started back up after the flood.
Exactly. And the thing about it too is these other countries is watching. They watching America.
Mm-hmm. That's why my man said, "Come get me."
Right, exactly. Putin is patient as hell. The Most High put a patient ass spirit on that dude. You know what I'm saying? And also China. Gee. But they gonna get all this evidence together, you know what I'm saying, and present it to the world, so they can tear a new ass in America. Mm-hmm. They ain't gonna have no, repercussions or whatever. You know what I'm saying, for handling their business.
It's gonna be on.
It's gonna be on. Ain't gonna be no turning back.
Yeah.
That's why in Revelation 18, it talks about, that great city gonna be destroyed in 1 hour.
And everybody gonna be bewailing because they know it's over. It'll never be the same because hasn't been an empire quite like this. I mean, I know Rome. I've been looking more into history, so I've been like going through century by century. So I know there was a point where Rome was just like that deal.
Exactly.
But America, there's never been a empire like this in the earth.
Right. Hold on. Let me see. What brother Arad said. Brother Arad said, yeah, my coworker says that America is not even in the Bible. Like, how is America the most powerful country in the new age? Not in it. That's what I'm saying, man.
Because of the low level understanding. If it don't say the word America,
right, exactly,
then it can't be the similitudes,
parables
that's in the Bible.
Right,
are not for the unlearned.
It ain't for the unlearned.
You have to put in that study to show thyself
self-approval. Right.
If you don't put in that time to seek and Google and definitions, it takes time. It takes time. It reminds me, studying the Bible, for me personally, it reminds me of when I was in nursing school. All the books. I don't know if you remember all the books. Yeah. I had that big desk and I had all the books. Sometimes we have so many books, our bed be covered with different
That's what
Bibles.
I was just going to say. On the Sabbath. You know what I'm saying? These 10 years on the Sabbath, we had probably about 5 or 6 books. You know what I'm saying? The Bible dictionary, the Apocrypha, our notepads. You know what I'm saying? Jotting down stuff for 10 years. Not to mention the other days that we be studying or whatever. It's just not on the Shabbat. Mm-hmm. Man, I'm always like, oh man, this scripture right here. Okay, I remember the scripture, but I remember it back in the day. Okay, but this is lining up what's going on now. Mm-hmm. You had to go back. But let's look at this video about the protesters in Iran, and we'll be right back.
Yeah, your coworker just unlearned. I remember when I used to think the stuff from Revelation was literal, like it was.
I did too, though. I ain't had no understanding.
What is it? The head of a lion, right? The teeth of a serpent. Like I used to think that was literal.
Those are goddamn nations.
That was war. What would you call it? Equipment or war planes?
Right. But we'll be right back.
Alarming images coming in from Iran tonight. The biggest protests there in decades. Cars and government buildings set on fire. What Iran's supreme leader is now claiming tonight and what President Trump is now warning. Here's Martha Raddatz.
Tonight, violent protests intensifying across Iran as demonstrators risk death to defy a new warning from the supreme leader of an imminent crackdown. In the biggest anti-government demonstrations in years, crowds setting cars and government buildings on fire in Tehran and other major cities. Videos posted on social media show the violent escalation of the protests. Armed men seen opening fire in the street. Shocking video showing a man using a flamethrower against an officer. Some protesters chanting death to the Ayatollah, blasting the regime over Iran's failing economy and devastating inflation. The government cutting the internet in an attempt to stop people from organizing. Tonight in Tehran, Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Khamenei saying protesters are destroying their own country to just, quote, please the U.S. president. Late today, President Trump making clear he is siding with the protesters.
I tell the Iranian leaders, you better not start shooting because we'll start shooting too.
Dozens of protesters have been killed, thousands more arrested, according to human rights groups. And David, tonight, President Trump saying his threat to Iran that we would start shooting if Iran killed protesters did not mean boots on the ground, but, quote, hitting them very, very hard where it hurts. David?
Martha Raddatz live in Washington. Thank you, Martha.
How they know? That's what I want to know. How they know how many people or if anybody died over there? How do they know, man? We were just sitting up here talking about, man, this can be a video from years ago.
It could be another country. It
Right.
could be altered just like this.
Exactly, right.
This just a wall.
This just a wall, right?
Painted green.
I painted it green. It's green screen.
That's what's really right here.
Exactly.
Not the Statue of Liberty half ground, okay?
That's right.
So, and we're bringing that out to say, if we can do it with a couple $1,000s worth of editing equipment, of course they can do it.
Yep.
Because they money unlimited.
Exactly, right.
So we don't believe them. They
Right.
need more people.
They need more.
You got it.
Let me see. I think I might got it.
Well, we don't believe you. You need more people.
we don't take, in all seriousness, we don't take what they say and just run with it. We have to do some research. We have to be led by the Spirit of the Most High. So we don't believe that Iran is just having these protests and they just burning and tearing stuff up just because. If it's even really happening, like they leader supposedly said, America got something to do with it. And America is known for paying people to create chaos in their countries and then lying, saying that it's the leader of that country that's causing it. So we are very skeptical about the organicness of the situation, but irregardless of that, the prophetic part of it, where Trump's saying that we'll start shooting at them, because again, Iran is the country that gets me excited because they're the ones that the Most High said he's going to use to destroy these people who've been destroying, harassing, pillaging our people for hundreds of years. So whenever I hear these Edomites call out that country, I get so excited.
Right, exactly. Now, some of our people are, watching. They watching or whatever. I want to run a couple of videos of some of our people speaking on what's going on. So we'll be back on that note.
So it looks like we might be going to war with Russia. Yes, you cannot make this up. We are starting everything. So apparently the U.S. intercepted a Russian ship in international water. But in taking this ship, not only did they take the ship, but they also captured Russian citizens or people from the Russian military. And they don't want to release them. They are saying that this is completely legal and they are going to interrogate them. And I believe that the stuff was going to Venezuela, which makes this much more interesting, considering the fact that all of the Eastern Hemisphere has condemned what America has done to Venezuela. And so now we're in this conflict because Russia is saying, if you do not release them, we will bomb a Navy base, a U.S. Navy base. And so now there's this back and forth. And then, Trump, he's standing on 10 toes. So he's like, no, we are not releasing them. And so, what's also crazy? Russia just sent flights to Israel to get their people from Israel. There's 3 different flights that they sent to get all of their people back home to Russia. So something is about to kick off. Mind you, there's been tensions brewing between Trump and Putin for the last few years. So it just seems like it's only going to continue to get worse and worse. And like I said, the PISA index is up. And so because the PISA index is up, we know that something is coming. Also remember Donald Trump and Zelensky's conversation where he said, so you're telling me if I'm in war, we cannot have an election? So it seems like this man is trying to do everything to stay in office.
Leaders of NATO have put out a joint message. I'm going to read it to you. Statement by President Macron of France, Chancellor Merz of Germany, Prime Minister Meloni of Italy, Prime Minister Tusk of Poland, Prime Minister Sanchez of Spain, Prime Minister Starmer of the United Kingdom, and Prime Minister Frederiksen of Denmark on Greenland. Arctic security remains a key priority for Europe and is critical for international and transatlantic security. NATO has made clear that the Arctic region is a priority, and European allies are stepping up. We and many other allies have increased our presence in activities and investments to keep the Arctic safe and to deter adversaries. The Kingdom of Denmark, including Greenland, is a part of NATO. Security in the Arctic must therefore be achieved collectively in conjunction with NATO allies, including the United States, by upholding the principles of the UN Charter, including sovereignty, territorial integrity, and the inviolability of borders. These are universal principles, and we will not stop defending them. The United States is an essential partner in this endeavor as a NATO ally, and through the defense agreement between the Kingdom of Denmark and the United States of 1951. Greenland belongs to its people. It is for Denmark and Greenland and them alone to decide on matters concerning Denmark and Greenland. Now, based on what I just read to you.
Exactly, right. Man, a lot going on. I mean, we can be here talking about this all night.
I mean, it's interesting that the NATO members are putting out statements saying, in a roundabout way, we not in agreement, in alignment with what Trump is talking about.
Right.
So it's like, if he keep going, which we know Trump from his history, he's not going to stop. What's the next play?
Right. Trump
if
came.
He run up in Greenland.
Trump came in swinging when he first got. You know what I'm saying?
When he first got back in.
And y'all ain't vote for me. Y'all vote for Sleepy Joe over me. I'm gonna show y'all asses. Y'all
or
gonna have to pay.
maybe now this is just a hunch of mine, but maybe Trump and his old Save America, expose the corruption, drain the swamp. Maybe that's what he was on the first time, and they got a hold to him and let him know, if you want to be the president, you have to go along with the script, because he did a literal 180.
Cause ain't nobody talking about the Espy files no more, is it?
No, ain't nobody talking about no Epstein.
They know what they doing and shit.
Distraction.
Well, that's what I was just gonna say.
We need a war.
We need a distraction and shit. Yeah.
That's what they would say on my show.
We need to stir some shit up.
I don't know. Part of me just think about how he ran the first time, and it's so night and day.
It is.
From this time, it was like he was against all of them. Then when he came back this time, he was talking like he was against all of them.
Right.
So if you supported this administration any kind of way, I know this is like a slap in the face to anybody who supported him, because he's doing the complete opposite of what he said he would do.
Right, exactly. And, for the people who voted anyway, you know what I'm saying, for Kamala or whatever.
Of two evils.
Right. It still didn't make no difference. They gonna put who they want up in that office.
I thought if Kamala won, this is what she was gonna be on.
Yeah.
I didn't think, based on Trump, how he ran before, I didn't
she
think
was
he
gonna
was
be on it too.
I didn't think Trump was gonna get down with the program. I honestly didn't.
I mean,
because he seemed like he was almost like on some independent, like I ain't with this the big families. I ain't with the wealth and the lobbyists. Remember, he was
Right.
all like, he for the little guy. He gonna create jobs.
But shit,
they're
Trump
done
and
going to war with everybody.
Trump want that money just like them big head wants that. Just like
I
the
think
big.
Trump want to live, because I think if you go against the ones behind the scenes who control the presidents, I think if you the Republic, I think if you go against them, you get unalived.
Yeah, you get done with. Hell yeah. Kennedy. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, come on now.
Yeah.
Man,
A
it's a lot.
mysterious death or illness.
Right, yeah. You know how they poison these leaders and all that stuff?
It was an episode of that. They injected somebody with something. Next thing you know, he was a vegetable.
Yeah,
So-
it's man, there's just a lot going on. You know, I've been amped up and hyped up, you know, for this ever since this shit started happening. Starting probably Monday or something like that? Or Tuesday somewhere when all this shit got to jumping off.
You've been
or whatever.
hyped since last week.
Yeah.
When they first ran up in Venezuela, and
exactly, right.
kidnapped
Right.
Maduro and his wife.
Right. I mean, it's 2026, supposedly 2026. I feel like it's gonna be a hell of a year.
Oh yes.
It's gonna be a hell of a year as far as what we seeing right now. Just in the beginning of we 9 days into the year.
Really?
10 days?
Wow,
yeah,
wow.
10 days into the year. And all this stuff getting jumped off and shit.
I'm so glad I'm on medical.
Man, I need a counter where they've been going back and forth threatening each other. Oh, they didn't threaten it. Let me counter it. Let me push the counter button.
It's been so much going on. I took a medical leave from work because I was like, I don't want to get caught up at no job and no last days, worried about no job, things going on. I work real far from the house. I was like, I'm just going to put in a medical leave. I'll come back if things seem normal again. And when I mean normal, I don't mean normal, but
Because we know normal
right.
ain't coming back to that
I probably
goddamn
won't
America.
even go back, but I was just like I did the same thing with COVID. I called him, I'm like, everybody dying, it's weird up in here, they closing doors, everything's so crazy. I'm finna leave. I'm not doing the Titanic. I ain't going down with the ship.
No, hell no.
I'm gonna be
me
with
neither.
my family.
Right. If we go down together and shit.
Yes, I'm not about to be up in no
Well, we
job.
got to leave. We leaving together.
Exactly.
Hell
You know how
to
you watch
shit.
them end times movies, and it's always that one dumb person who come to work and don't know the world in it, and they at work looking stupid. And like I said, that'll never be me. When COVID came, I got me a medical, and when that expired, I went and got another medical exemption. So I'm off on medical, y'all. I've been off for a week. I can't take it.
All right, hold on. Let's see what our brother Huey just said. All right, brother Huey just said, I did the same.
All
He did the
praise.
same thing a couple of weeks ago.
All praises, it ain't just me. I'm so glad you typed that. 'Cause I'm quick to be like, it's too much going on. I'm finna take off work. I
Right.
ain't about to be out there in the midst of all that madness and I
Man.
can't get home. Freeways blocked. What you call them? Road checks, not road checks. Where they stop
Checkpoints.
you. Checkpoints. I
Yeah.
ain't got time for that.
Right.
So yeah, I'm with you. All praises, brother.
You got the people protesting in Minneapolis.
Yeah, that's what I
You know,
was
as
talking
far as
about
that-
when they was
yeah.
spraying that orange stuff on the
Yeah,
white boys.
they was getting hit with goddamn ice
Oh
blocks
yeah,
and shit.
they
the
was
police.
throwing ice balls at the police. It was crazy, but the police was spraying them close range, like point blank range in the
Yeah,
face
yeah.
with this orange pepper.
It's peppers. They call it pepper balls.
Okay.
Because once you shoot them, they explode.
They was shooting these white guys in the face. They had them down, the white guys down on the ground, and the white guys like this, like, come on, do something. You gonna be home. You gonna go viral.
hey, they gonna die for this country. They
They ain't playing, and that was one of theirs.
Right.
But you all know they ain't cracked no skulls for real.
No, they didn't. Hell no. If it was us out there, you know, they'd have been sick the dog on. It's like, where the dogs at now and shit? Why y'all ain't got them dogs out now?
Yeah, and you said
Chewing-
that was
Yeah, they should be chewing their ass up and shit.
You said that was the feds. That wasn't even ICE.
Yeah, that was the feds.
And it was a white guy literally standing, like in front of a car. They ain't shoot him to death.
No, no. But I know if I ain't had this truth and I ain't know what was going on in the world, I'd probably be one of them dumb niggas out there throwing snowballs at the police and all that shit.
You would be. You would be a snowball laced with a brick inside. You would be throwing at the police. I know how you get down. But all praises, you truly had a spirit of Jacob. You be in the house.
Hell yeah, I ain't got time for that shit out there. Y'all gonna fight it out there and shit.
Sometimes it be a record. We be like, how many days you been in the house? You need to go outside and get some sun. You ain't left in 5 days.
Sometimes I won't even come up out that mud. I want to see outside for about 2-3 days and shit. I don't know if it rained or snowed or none of that shit.
He ain't on no bump stuff. He work from home.
Yeah.
He do work. You know, people take that around that. He work from home.
I work. If y'all understand the work that I do, man, y'all be like, damn, this dude need to slow down and shit.
But yeah, he don't be leaving out the house. I leave out a little more. You know, I got to go to Target every now and then. But I took off. I said I can't be up at work. You know, you got some people who are oblivious to what's going on and they just going along just on the hamster wheel. So I be trying to tell people who I'm close to what's happening, like, you need to pay attention because you might be in a position where at a moment's notice you need to leave. And you know, jobs will try to like have you feel guilty or make you not want to make that decision when it comes to your job or your family. Especially people who have kids in schools. If something go down during school hours, you may have an obstacle in front of you just to get your child. So I had just told a couple people, like, you may want to consider, go ahead, use your vacation time. Our people be having PTO all this time, and we just don't use it because we so trained to be in fear and, money. Like, he was telling me, like, you don't really need nothing. Why is you so worried about going to work? And I had to really think about it, like, what is it that's keeping me going? And I was only working part-time, but still. And I'm like, it's all vanity. And that's how they trained us with that dollar and stuff, the ads, the commercials, the materialism. So we stay on that hamster wheel. Even if you got your necessities, it's like, well, you almost kind of like think of something else to buy, and that keeps you on that track. So I had to like calm it down. I don't have no addiction. I ain't like crazy with it. But, you know, I shop a little bit, and I had to kind of reel that in because I don't want to be out there in the midst of this stuff.
Okay, and Brother Huey said a brother got sprayed after he accidentally grabbed the paint gun. I think I know what he's talking about. Yeah, that's the one we was watching,
Yeah, so that's the same video where it was like orange stuff all over their face.
Right, and then another thing old girl was talking about as far as, you know, like, we homeschool our kids. You know, so we ain't got to worry about going to get our kids from no, you know, just in case something happened. A school shooting, whatever, you know, these goddamn people want to do.
They put it on lockdown.
Right, exactly. And plus we can filter what our children is getting taught. You know, and they ain't got to worry about no bullies, you know, all that other stuff, joining no gangs. Y'all know how that shit is. You know, and then the stuff that they teaching us anyway is a lot of it is bullshit. It's garbage. It's lies. It's indoctrination. Exactly right. To have you talking about, you know, America can't do no wrong, and everybody's always talking about America or against America, and we're the purest country in the world, and this the greatest country in the world, and all that shit. Like, do you know how America was established and built?
If you go to American schools, it's gonna have you like this. It's gonna have you like this, staring at a flag,
looking dumb as hell.
Talking about at the ball game, talking about, oh, say, can you see? My job made me, well, I ain't gonna say maybe, but I had to go to a lot of baseball games this last season because of my job. And every time they would get up and take their hat off and do this, and I just sit there looking at everybody look stupid. Like, I ain't about to stand up and pledge my allegiance to no flag.
Hell no. That's bullshit. Oh, y'all, we done went over our time, but hey, it was, you know, we had a lot to get out.
Yeah, well, you didn't put up my article.
Your article.
I sent it to the email.
Okay, let's
We
get it
already
then.
over. We might as well. This Eric, like we was talking about earlier, the arrogancy of the Edomite. I want to say the American and the European Edomite. But I was watching this brew. Shout out to my brew I watch all the time.
What time did you send it?
It would have been early this morning. I sent it. It's a screenshot.
Oh, okay.
The brew I watched from GMS, Remnant 144. This brother be on the prophecy. I love his content. But anyway, he was doing a video, and I was looking at it this morning, and I seen this. We're going to play that video next week for them, because it's long. But anyway, this, I saw him playing it, so I had to go pull up the article myself. And y'all, look at what this quote from Donald J. Trump. You blowing it up? Might as well, because all we want is you get rid of all that at the top. Move it up, though. Just move it up to the Donald is all at the top of the screen. Yep. All right, Donald Trump says, "My own morality is the only thing that can stop me from world dominance. I don't need international law. I don't need to be in agreements with my brothers, with the other nations. Even though I'm a NATO member, I don't need international law. It's me. I'm my own." He wanted him. He sound like one of them atheist people. God don't wake me up. I wake myself up.
Yeah.
My alarm clock wake me up. Ain't no God. Ain't no sky daddy. You know how they be on that crazy stuff.
Exactly, right.
Okay, and then the president doubled down on his plans to take military action in Latin America, annex Greenland, and more in a revealing new interview. So I just thought that this quote was amazing, like I said, when I was watching GMS. So I decided to screenshot it and show it to him and bring it out for the show. But yeah, so the arrogance, that scripture that say, "The pride of thy heart has deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks." They forget they beginning. They forget the clefts of the rocks days, and they want us to forget them yabba dabba doo days too.
They came out them goddamn them cave beasts.
And this man is trying to make it seem like he's the one that has the power for world dominance, as the arrogancy Pharaoh.
Right, exactly.
This ain't you. This is the Most High God. You just
ain't nothing
being
new under the sun. Right.
Yeah.
Let me get that right quick. Romans what is it, 9 and what is it, Romans 9 or something.
The Most High built you up just to destroy you, Pharaoh.
Exactly right.
That's all I can think of when I see this. This is the arrogancy.
Okay, okay, I'm gonna start at Romans 9 and 16. It says, no, I'm gonna start at 15. For he said to Moses, "I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion." So then, it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of God that showeth mercy. For the scripture said unto Pharaoh, "Even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. Therefore hath he mercy on whom he have mercy, and whom he will he harden it." So that's what he doing to Trump right now.
Yeah, his heart definitely hard, but just the pride. You know how some people are so prideful and arrogant, you almost feel bad because you know what the Most High, how he feel about that type of pompous arrogancy. You be looking at them like you don't even know what you saying right now.
But the Most High made him like this though. He put that in. He put that pride in him. He hardened his heart or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And it's, man, at the end of the day, for the children of Israel, the 12 tribes worldwide, it's a beautiful thing for us.
It's a beautiful day in prophecy.
And I know people look at us like y'all some crazy ass Negroes, but we know we know, you know, the end game of all this stuff. We know the end game. Y'all might not see it now. It's gonna have to hit y'all in the face. You know what I'm saying? For y'all to really like see what's really going on, but it might be too late then.
And I think that's a big reason why there's so many distractions. You
Exactly.
got the
They
new,
know what they doing.
The new Jordans.
Yeah.
Even though they was out in the 90s, they knew. You know,
Yeah.
you got Valentine's Day.
All these holidays.
I don't know, but just for example, it's Sagittarius season. You know how they be. Like, you know, it's Taurus season. We're on my Taurus, like everybody who birthday this month, hyping each other up.
Keep these niggas partying.
Yeah. Partying.
Keep partying.
Some people still trying to get right from New Year.
Exactly.
Because they blew their little liver and kidneys out the frame.
Hell yeah.
They keep our people busy. I know the Super Bowl coming up.
Yep.
It's always when it's cold. So I know that's the thing.
Super Bowl coming up. Basketball
Yep.
is going on and all, man.
They got their distractions.
Vanity.
To keep our people on the low level. Meanwhile, Esau and them selling and trading and buying 100,000 barrels of oil a day.
Shit, about billions of damn oil and shit a day.
And our people worried about some plastic J's from China.
Man.
They worried about making a batch of Kool-Aid, a batch of poison to drink.
Exactly.
Eating some McDonald's. Just the dumbest stuff ever.
I wonder what's going to take place, you know, going through this week or whatever. I mean, man, it's like anything can happen at this point in time.
The most I will, by the time we come back for the next show, next Saturday, there's no telling what all went on. And we already, so much went down. We got next week's show already planned because the video that breaks down what they've been doing over the last 60 years or so, when most of us wasn't even born or was asleep, so we didn't know. We got this next week video is gonna be superb that we found. Shout out to that brew that put me up on this, and it just breaks down what they've been doing in the earth. So ain't, like you said, ain't no telling what's gonna happen during the week. We may have to change the show up just to accommodate whatever go on.
Cause ain't no telling Trump, he might mess around and be up in Greenland. Shit, you know, ain't no telling.
And I'm gonna be at home, not worried about punching no clock, making no dollars, just to try to find some materialistic stuff to buy. Our people too materialistic. We too worried about what other people's opinions they got to say, how we look, dress, talk, act. And I'm saying that about myself because I had to really think, what am I going to work for? I don't need nothing. What am I worried about having some money to buy? What? How many coats can you have? How many pairs of shoes can you have?
Facts.
And I know with some people with collections, and I'm not knocking. Everybody got their thing. I'm just saying as far as just being on that hamster wheel unnecessarily. Y'all know that they have made it popular to say chasing a bag. And if you think about what that really means from a psychological standpoint, you know you have people who will work 90 hours a week like it's nothing.
Yeah.
Killing yourself.
Hell yeah.
I digress.
All right, y'all, we gonna go on and get up out of here. Shout out to Brother Araya. Shout out to Brother Linzel. Shout out to Brother Huey. Y'all kept that chat blazing. You know, like y'all always do. We appreciate y'all. Again, keep the commandments. We gonna stress that, you know, all the time. Keep the commandments. Keep your head on the swivel. We'll be back next week, Most High willing. You never know what's gonna happen, so you know, y'all know it's the Most High's will if we get on here, and if we don't get on here. So with that being said, we're gonna go on and get up out of here. Y'all have a nice rest of y'all weekend or whatnot, and again, we appreciate y'all for, you know, stepping in on us and shit.
We appreciate the love and support, and shout out everybody who watches the video after the live is over.
Right.
All praise to the Most High. We
All
catch y'all
praise
next
to the
week.
Most High Yahweh
Shalom.
through His Son Yahweh Shah. Shalom. We up out of here.
Shalom, Zion.